Have you ever had a moment in life where everything felt like it was falling apart? A moment when you thought there was no way out? Most people believe transformation is a slow process, something that takes years. But sometimes, in one single instant, everything changes. Tonight, I want to share a story with you. Not a theory, not a philosophy, but a real story. A story of a woman who lived almost a decade in deep despair, depression, and fear. And then, in one single moment, she found freedom. Her story shows that what happened for her can happen for anyone. For almost 10 years, she was trapped. Imagine raising 3 children, but being unable to even step outside your own bedroom. The walls of her home felt like a prison. The floor became her bed. She didn't feel worthy of sleeping on an actual bed. Day after day, her life was consumed with panic, agoraphobia, and depression. Thoughts told her she wasn't enough, and she believed them. That's what thoughts do. They whisper lies. And when we hold on to them, they build cages around us. She lived in that cage, year after year, trying to raise children while drowning inside. And then, one morning, something extraordinary happened. She was lying on the floor in a dead sleep when a tiny insect crawled across her ankle. That small moment shifted everything. She opened her eyes, and before her ego could rush in with its stories, she simply saw. She saw the light streaming through the window, the ceiling, the floor, the walls, not as concepts, not as names, but as pure existence. And in that moment, she began to laugh. After 10 years of despair, the first sound that came from her mouth was laughter. Why? Because she realized the prison was never real. It was all just thoughts. That laughter was her rebirth. In that moment, she understood life is only a state of mind. And when we live without fear, what remains is love, pure love. Her children couldn't recognize her. They looked at her as if she wasn't the same person anymore. They asked, "What happened to our mother? Where is she? Who took her?" That's how radical the shift was, because when fear falls away, when the ego loses its grip, we're not just changed, we are reborn. From there, she began to share this gift with others. She discovered a way to turn this realization into a process anyone could practice. It came down to 4 simple questions, a way of meeting the thoughts that cause us pain and dissolving their power. The 4 questions were, is it true? Can I absolutely know that it's true? How do I react when I believe that thought? And who would I be without it? Then comes the turnaround, looking at the opposite perspective and noticing the freedom it brings. For example, if the thought is, he lied to me the first question is it true? Can I know absolutely that it's true? How do I feel when I believe this? Angry, betrayed, heavy. Who would I be without the thought? Free, open, lighter. Then comes the turnaround, I lied to myself. Or, he told me the truth in his way. Suddenly the suffering softens. The weight falls away. This is not philosophy, it's freedom and practice. And here's the most powerful part. The world does not need to change for us to be free. We don't need the election to go our way. We don't need our partners, parents, or children to behave differently. Freedom is available now in this very moment. The world doesn't have to change for us to live in peace. So the invitation is simple. Stop waiting. Stop waiting for permission, for the world to fix itself, for circumstances to align. Freedom is not in the future. It's here. It's a shift of perspective. It's a laugh on the floor when you suddenly realize the joke. Your thoughts are not you. Your fears are not you. You're not your suffering. You are the awareness behind it all. And when you touch that awareness, life becomes a gift again. A fearless, limitless gift.